Hello and welcome to Keep Moving with Emily. I'm Emily, your adaptive fitness trainer, helping you keep moving. And this week we are focusing on strength. Today we are focusing on lower body. And so up on the screen, you'll see that I'll have a seated option and a standing option. So whichever version feels good to you, you're going to follow along with that. So have a chair, have some weights if you want to add some resistance. And we're going to focus on working our lower body. But first, let's warm it up. I have a body scan up on the screen. This is just a helpful way for us to check in with our bodies and see how we're doing. And so as we stretch, as we warm up our bodies, I want you to do that. So I'm going to try the seated version. If you want to do it standing, you totally can. Let's just start off with a nice big breath in, up overhead, and exhale. A couple shoulder rolls here. Good. Big breath in. As we breathe, as we warm up, I want you to check in with your mood. How are you coming today? I always ask you that question because I think exercise can often help not only our physical health, but mental and emotional as well. Good. Let's do one more big breath in, up overhead, as you check in with fatigue, cognition. Let those things inform you on how you move. Maybe today we do it seated, or if you're having energy, maybe you do it standing. All right, so we're going to kind of do a side step or a leg opener. Open up those arms. If I need to physically lift the legs to get them moving, awesome. Let's do that. Standing option. You're going to side step, open up those arms, or shift weight from side to side as we open up those arms. Good. Perfect. Now we're going to move into some skiers, but we're going to reach arms up overhead and then hinge forward, almost like a little bit of a good morning. Hinge forward and up. Seated option. Bringing chest towards those thighs. Warming up the hips as we hinge forward. We're going to be seeing this movement, so get ready. Good. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale forward. Nice. This one's going to require some balance. So if you're doing this one standing, find your balance. You're going to hug that knee, point and flex the toe, rotate in the ankle, and then lower that foot and switch. Sometimes doing it seated is a great option if balance is not yet turned on. We're connecting the brain to the body. Good, keep going. We're going to do about 2 or 3 on each side. Again, this one's going to require some balance. If you got it. Let's do one more. Woo! And switch. Good, we're moving on to hamstring scoops. Standing option, heels in the ground, toes pointed up. I'm going to scoop, big arms open, and switch like so. If we're seated, we're going 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Reach and scoop. If you've been working out with me for a while, these warm-ups are all the same. Good. Once you do about 5 on one side, 5 on the other, or just keep alternating if you're standing, switch it up. We're doing what's called a dynamic warm-up. I'll show you from the side. It kind of looks like this. Good. I'm hinging forward, reaching, not holding any stretches. Our muscles are not yet warmed up for that. Good, last one here. Perfect. Let's do some knee marches. So maybe we just touch the knees, pump the arms, lift the knees, knee marches. Good. You can reach and pull, get that blood pumping. Good, or march. Let's go. About 10 more seconds here. Again, maybe we physically lift. We're really starting to get that heart rate up there. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to finish with some windmills. Arms are out wide. We're going to touch opposite hand to opposite ankle or shin. Standing option. Nice little stretch. Reach and sit up nice and tall. Stand up nice and tall. Core is engaged. You should feel a nice stretch in that inner thigh. Nice little spinal twist. Give me 3, 2, and 1. All right. If you need anything else, stretch it out right now. I'm going to put exercises up on the screen. Grab those weights if you need them, and let's get started. All right. Exercises are up on the screen. We are working for 45 seconds, resting for 15. 3 exercises up there, and we're going to do them twice through. We are focusing on single muscle groups for this first round. So we're going to either be doing a squat, sit to stand or a squat for 45 seconds, or you're doing alternating leg extensions for the seated option. You're going to be there for 45 seconds. You have 15 seconds to rest, and then we're moving on to deadlifts or hinges. So a hinge, my legs are extended out. I'm going to hinge forward, push through those heels as I sit nice and tall. I can add weight if I need resistance. Standing option, feet are shoulder width apart, hinging at the hips. I reach down towards those shins, squeezing the glutes as I stand. With or without weights, that's up to you. Again, if maybe we reach towards a chair and sit nice and tall. 45 seconds there, and then you're doing a side leg raise. You can focus on one side for 45 seconds, and then for the second round, you do the other side or alternate. That seated option, you've got your squat tap. Exercises are written up on the screen, so you can follow along with whichever version you want to do. You can alternate with seated or standing options depending on how you're feeling. But if you're ready, we're going to get started in about 10 seconds, and we've got those squats or leg extensions for 45 seconds. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, if you want it more challenging, you can always add one weight or two weights. That's up to you depending on the intensity you want. So let's go. So you're either doing those squats. You can also do a sit to stand for 45 seconds. Good, keep going. Or we're here for this leg extension. Nice. Whatever version feels good to you, that's what I want you to try. Give a sit to stand a try. If that feels safe, hang onto a chair, countertop, desk, walker, or hold those weights. You can hold them up at your shoulders. You can hold them down by your side. We got 15 seconds. Let's go. Good, nice sit to stand. We're focusing on quads, glutes, hamstrings. Keep working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're moving on to deadlifts or hinges. Again, if we're seated, heels are out in front. I'm hinging forward, bringing my chest towards my thighs, pushing through those heels as I sit up nice and tall. Or you're doing that deadlift standing. I'm going to try that one first. Here we go. We're hinged forward. Reach those weights towards my shins, squeezing the glutes as I stand. Hinge. Weights are going to add an added challenge, so if that does not feel good to you, please don't do that. The heavier the weights, the more challenging it's going to be. Again, we hinge forward. Back stays flat, squeezing the glutes before I stand. 20 seconds to go, or I'm doing this version seated. Bringing my chest towards the thigh. Push through the heels as I sit up nice and tall. From the side. Looks like this. Good. Working the hamstrings, the back of the legs. 5 seconds to go. All right, here's your challenge. We got side leg raises or squat taps. Can you focus on one side? Out to the side and back in the middle. You got this for 45 seconds, or you can alternate, or you're doing the side leg raise. We're working on balance if you're standing. Let's go. So we're here. Yep. If lifting doesn't work, you can also do a squat tap to the side. This leg is stabilizing. This leg is tapping to the side. Your challenge is to stay here for 45 seconds. If that doesn't work for you, you're going to alternate. Just know we're going through these one more time, so you will even it out to the other side. If you need to physically lift, that is totally fine too. We're bringing that foot out to the side and bringing it back. Working that inner thigh, outer thigh, glute. 10 seconds to go. And then we're doing this all one more time. Those squats, deadlifts, and side leg raises, or squat taps. Nice. All right. We've got squats again. Decide which version you want. Try the sit to stand. Have somebody help you stand up if you need it. Add weights if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Or you've got those alternating leg extensions. Let's go. I'm going to do it with weights with this squat or sit to stand. I can have weights up on my shoulders. Let's go. If you need your hands to help with balance, don't use weights. Good. Breathe. Think about the muscles we're working. Quads, that's the top of the leg. Hamstrings, the back of the leg. Glutes or the booty. Let's go. You can also just be doing a good old squat without anything behind you. Pushing the hips back. Chest stays up nice and high. Good, keep going. We got 10 seconds, or you're doing this leg extension. Yes, friends, we are making fitness accessible for all levels of ability. You can still work that lower body. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hinges are next. Again, if you're seated, legs are extended out, slight bend in my knees. Back stays flat as I hinge forward. Push through those heels as I sit up nice and tall, squeezing those glutes too. I'm using weights for added challenge. If you're doing that deadlift, is your back flat? Are your knees bent? Are you hinging at the hips? Good. Are you squeezing in the glutes before you stand? That will protect your lower back. Legs don't stay totally straight, but they're also not bent. We're not doing a squat. We're hinging forward and up. You can also reach for that chair, up and squeeze. You should feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. If you do not, you might not be doing it totally right. Good, 5 seconds to go. And then we got that leg raise, squat tap, woo, rest. All right, if you work that right side, now we're working the left side. Squat taps, leg raises, or that standing squat tap in 5. Last set, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. The standing option is a great one. It's requiring some balance. We're working our core, stabilization in this leg, making sure we're hanging on to something. If that's too intense, we can step to the side. Good. Keep it up. I hold my hands here. Sometimes I hold a weight. Up to you. Let's go. Or we're here. You could also be doing a clamshell with a booty band. So many different options. Working pretty much the same muscles whether you're seated or standing. Let's go. 10 seconds to go. Stay strong. And then we're going to move in to compound movements, meaning working multiple muscles at the same time, and rest. Quick swig of water. Moving on to round number 2. All right, friends, the new exercises are up on the screen. We are now doing what's called compound exercises, working multiple muscles at the same time. This is much more complex, so you're going to be really working your brain and your body. So same idea, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, twice through the exercises that are up on the screen. So if you were doing the standing option, you were doing a squat and a kick. Maybe I hang onto a chair, but I'm going to squat it down and kick, squat it down, alternate the kick. You're extending the foot out and kicking. This is going to be your much more higher intensity option. Seated option, we're going to be doing a knee raise with a leg extension. So essentially the same movement. Knee comes up, extend that foot out. Other knee comes up, extend the foot out. Maybe I physically lift the knee and extend as far as I can go. That's what we're there for 45 seconds. Then we've got hamstring curls in the seated position, pulling the toe underneath, and then you come up onto the toes. So curl, curl, calf raise, or you're doing a deadlift to a calf raise. We've already done the deadlift. We know that movement. Hinging at the hips, down, up, then up onto those toes. Cool? And then we've got a side leg raise with a knee raise. So again, 45 seconds on this side, working that balance. If that's too much, maybe we tap to the side and come up. 45 seconds on one side, second round, work the other side. And then our friends here, we're out to the side, knee comes up. You've got this, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Find which version works for you, whether you're doing that high intensity option or seated option. We're getting started in 10 seconds. Let's go. This is gonna feel a little bit like more of like cardio. If you wanna use weights, you totally can. Find yourself to a safe position, squat kicks or knee raise to a leg extension. Let's go. So squat and kick, squat and kick. This is the high intensity version, requiring balance. Good. If that doesn't work for you, let's go. Knee raise, extension. I'm leaning back slightly. Sometimes that can help. Good. Knee comes up. You're working your core. You're working your quads, hamstrings. Let's go. Knee comes up and extend. Come on. 10 seconds left. Keep working hard. You're going to have 15 seconds rest. And then we got that deadlift to a calf raise. 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights if you want them. For those of us seated, we're just pulling that toe underneath our chair and up onto the toes, but weights on top of your legs adds resistance. Or we're here with this deadlift. Let's go. So deadlift, up, calf raise. Keeping those weights close to our side, squeezing in the glutes as we stand. Come on. Work the booty. Work those calves. Seated version, let's go. Pull, pull, up onto the toes. Maybe I'm dragging my toe. If I've got a towel at home and I have wood floors, that's a great way to work those hamstrings. Let's go. 10 seconds. You're kind of getting to see both versions, so we have one more round. I want you to challenge yourself, keep moving, rest. Now we got that squat tap, out to the side, knee raise. Having these weights is going to make it much more challenging, so you can drop those. Again, knee comes up, tap it to the side. You're there for 45 seconds. Standing option, we are up and out. Woo. Balance is going to be a challenge here. So good though. Or you're tapping it to the side and then driving the knee up. Feel it in your core. Good. Working those quads. Working the booty. 20 seconds to go. Please hang on to something if you need extra stability. Safety is key here. Don't do anything that's going to put you at harm's risk. Good. I can feel this in my legs. Holy cow. Rest. All right. You know what to do. We've got these exercises one more time through. You're either doing that squat kick. Maybe you're doing that knee raise with the leg extension. Decide which version works for you. I'm going to grab my weights. I'm going to do some squat kicks. Here we go. I'm going to hold on to one weight. Are you ready? Let's go. Squat, kick, squat, kick. Other option, you can also sit, stand, kick, sit, stand. We're not going for speed here. We're working on quality over quantity. I can tell my range of motion and flexibility in my hamstrings is pretty small, but that's okay. Seated option, that knee comes up, leg extension. Come on, 10 seconds. I'm here with you. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Down, up, and kick. Nice. You got those deadlifts to calf raises or those hamstring curls to a calf raise. Which version are you doing? I'm going to do some deadlifts. Feet are shoulder width apart. Slight bend in the knees. Back stays flat. Good. I always say, if we don't have much time, compound exercises are a great way to get the biggest bang for your buck. Because we're working multiple muscles at the same time. Our brain is working. We're burning a lot of calories. Good. We're having to recruit a lot of muscle groups, which means lots of calories are being burned. Body is working. Come on, friends. Maybe we're doing that hamstring curl, calf raise. Exercises are written up on the screen, so you can follow along with whatever version feels good to you. All right, final one, side leg raise with that knee raise or that squat tap with the knee raise. You decide, seated or standing. I'm gonna go for standing. I like this one. Here we go. So that knee comes up. You can do the leg raise. Really feel it in the booty. Yep. Or you got that squat tap, knee raise. Yep. You find what works for you. I give you lots of options, lots of ways to be successful. Good. Knee comes up, out to the side. If you need to physically lift and then go wide, do that. Good. All of these are hardcore options because we are choosing to move today. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. You did it. Lower body exercises completed. Let's go. Join me for a nice little quick stretch. We're going to stretch the lower body, stretching we never want to neglect, but feel free to go on your own or follow here for a nice little stretch test. Nice job, friends. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you back for a full body exercise. Will be the next one that we'll post, so make sure you join me for that, and I'll see you back next time, friends. Awesome job, friends. For those of you who were doing the standing version and you want like a standing or on the floor stretch session, click on the link below. That'll take you to one that kind of gets you onto the floor, or you're welcome to join us seated. You can even get a great stretch from a seated position. So wherever you're at, we're going to kind of finish the way we started, checking back in with our body. How are we doing? Take a big breath in and a big breath out. How's your mood now? Endorphins going? Hope so. Big breath in again. And exhale. Good. Let's hug underneath the knee. Pull the knee up towards our chest. Rotate in the ankle a couple of times. Feeling a nice stretch in those hips and the hip flexor, maybe in the glutes. As you breathe in nice and big, exhale, lengthen that leg long, heels on the ground, toes pointed up, and reach for that toe, maybe just shin, ankle, calf, whatever feels good to you. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of that hamstring. Using your breath as we stretch. Good. Pull that knee up. Place the ankle on top of your thigh and then hinge forward. Play around with the angle of like maybe how you push on your knee or turn your body. You'll feel a lot of different stretches in the hips and the glutes. Feels super good. Bring that chest towards that bent knee. And as we breathe, just check back in with your body. How are we feeling today? The encouragement here is to do this exercise again. That way you can challenge yourself. You are familiar with the exercises, so you can do something a little differently or add weights next time or try it standing. Sometimes when we repeat the same exercises, we can start to see our strength or an endurance increase, and that always feels really good. All right, pull that knee in one more time. Place the foot on the floor, other side. Hug that knee up. Rotate in the ankle. Point and flex the toe. And exhale, long. Heels on the ground, toes pointed up, and reach. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of your thigh. Nice little glute stretch here. This is a nice quick workout, you know, if we've got not a whole lot of time in the day, this is the greatest way to get our bodies moving. Focus on that lower body. You can go and give the upper body exercises a try, or then there's the full body, so many different options. Focusing on strength. I don't know about you, but I feel stronger. And you are stronger than you were when you started. So there you go. Good. Pull that heel or that knee up. Place the foot onto the floor. Let's get those legs nice and wide. We'll go into like a forward fold. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward as we fold it forward. You can walk from right to left or just hang here. Feels really good. Sometimes I like to place my elbows inside my knees and then push my knees out and get a nice stretch in that inner thigh. Lean from one side to the other. Play around with it. This is your opportunity to give what your body needs. Stretch what your body needs. Good. Place those hands on top of your thighs. Push up through the palms, rolling your head up one vertebrae at a time. Couple shoulder rolls. One more big breath in. Friends, you are so strong. Exhale it out. Show me those muscles. You're stronger than whatever you're going through. Make sure to subscribe. Join me back for another Keep Moving with Emily. Grab a buddy. Comment below. Let me know that you have joined me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.